Americans tend to look at Mexicans and be quite impressed with how strong their Catholic faith is. However, Americans don't realize, for the most part, that back in the 1920s, there were many, many Catholic Mexicans who were killed by the Mexican government. They did this because they refused to give up their Catholic faith. During the 1920s, the Mexican government was strongly opposed to Catholicism and would apprehend people and threaten to kill them if they didn't renounce their faith. So many people at that time died martyrs, meaning they were willing to die for their faith and refused to give it up. I've done 2 vlogs about Mexican people that are martyrs. Miguel Pro, who was a Catholic priest. The Mexican government killed him. And I recently did another vlog where I talked about a woman by the name of Maria de la Luz Camacho. She is known for protecting a priest and children that were hiding in a church so that the people who were trying to burn the church down couldn't kill the priest and the children. Maria and other women stood barricade in front of the church and were gunned down. It's interesting to note that those 2, as well as many other Mexicans who died for their faith, right before they died, their last words would be, "Long live Christ the King." They said this because they really believed that whether they were killed or not, or oppressed for their Catholicism or for their faith, that God would triumph, that Christ was the King and ever powerful. Today, the Catholic Church honors Jesus as Christ the King. It's important because it reminds us that yes, Jesus is the King, and he is in charge of all dominions, on earth and in heaven. In our lives, when we experience difficult times or bad things that happen to us, we have to believe that yes, Jesus himself is the King of Kings and will triumph over evil, and it will get better. When we examine today's gospel, which speaks of the passion of Christ when he was crucified and beaten and mocked for being the King of the Jews, Jesus died and rose again and ascended and is seated at the right hand of the Father as King of the entire universe. Jesus again defeated evil and won. And that should continue to inspire us and give us hope that even though we struggle, that yes, things will get better, because Jesus as the King will help us. Thank you, and God bless you.